He weighs in at 73 kilograms. Even introducing the K1 Oceania next champion and WKBF champion of the world, CHOPPA.
They're out there for the big one, Norm. We've got Shane CHOPPA Chapman. We're listening to Terry P. Hill as he gives the final instructions. And PANIRAN ASANAI, the South Thailand champion, he's come over here. He's heard a lot about CHOPPA. Everybody in the world knows CHOPPA in the fighting game. He wants to come over and have a crack at him because so many of his countrymen have come before and so many of them have failed. He gives himself a 50-50 chance. He said his favourite weapon is his elbows, so look for the use of those. Try to get on the inside of the taller CHOPPA and use the elbows. CHOPPA, well, what can you say about this man?
Well, he can kick, punch, elbow. He don't care what you bring to the table. He's willing to match it and show you he's better. So that's the whole thing. Great leg kick to start the match off. PANIRAN doing quite well there.
Well, CHOPPA weighed in at 73 last night, up against the Thai's 71 kg. So the Thai giving away not only a bit of weight, but also a height advantage to CHOPPA, and that's not a good start. Oh, nice right hand from him, a nice hand read from ASANAI, and caught the CHOPPA flush on the nose. So quick hands from the Thai boy.
CHOPPA's one of the bigger builds for middleweight in the business, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, CHOPPA, of course, very busy season ahead. Nice check.
Yeah, great check. Power just returned back on PANIRAN, and yeah, he ended up going over instead of CHOPPA.
Well, the fight's only, seconds old, and already we can see that ASANAI has got brilliantly fast reflexes.
Yeah, very much a traditional Thai filling out round. They're not letting anything go, but they need to know how the other guy works, what they're going to do when you throw a bomb, when you throw a hand or a leg attack.
Well, this is an important fight. They get close,
elbow.
And already a cut. A beauty. We said before, that's what he likes.
Another elbow.
And the blood flowing freely. Quick reflexes and a sharp elbow from PANIRAN ASANAI, and CHOPPA covered in blood, and the fight's only seconds old. Terry Hill wants the doctor to have a look at it, and man, not the start that everybody thought would happen.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know, but that cut looks like high in the forehead, so once again, referring to medical terms for stopping a fight, quite okay, unless the blood is actually stopping the vision. I think everything should be okay. It's just a traditional Thai fight. That's what elbows are for.
Taking a bit of stopping. It's a pretty deep one, and yeah, CHOPPA didn't look like he was having any trouble with the vision, but good call by Terry Hill to get it looked at. There's going to be a trip to the doctor's surgery after the fights for sure, but let's hope that this is okay. It's a professional fight. This is how these guys make their living. Unless there's a danger that the vision's going to be blocked and he's going to be caught with something else because he can't see it, the fight will go ahead.
I've got the blood in my eyes, mate, and tell you the truth, you can see straight through it.
Well, I worked in the stick and pen at the tower.
I bet your CHOPPA would say the same thing. No worries, mate. Administering Vaseline in between rounds, not strictly speaking. Yeah, well, okay, let's shut up about that.
Title fight, and yeah, CHOPPA comes back out. Well, sensation early in the round.
Chopper knows he's got to end this fight very soon.
Well,
otherwise
puts pressure on. But already, Chopper's been around long enough to know that if he tries to rush in and do something too quickly, it could be the wrong thing to do, and it could end up on the receiving end once again.
Yeah, good advice to stay out of range of a guy. He just had no room, and he threw a good 2 elbows at him.
Oh.
This is not the good range. The Chopper's very experienced at stopping these things, but boy, this boy can throw. Setting him up again.
Well, he got Chopper again, and I think another small cut over on the outside. Chopper landed a left hook to the head in that exchange, the end of round number 1, and we go back to PANIRAN ASANAI's corner.
Yeah, he is good with those elbows, isn't he?
Well, he's the first Thai that I've seen that reminds me of Jarud Abajarin, a fighter that seems to do everything so effortlessly, seems to be out of distance but get in so quickly all at one time. Now, no doubt about the elbows being the best weapons, but the other thing that I was pretty impressed with was the way that he got out of the range of Chopper, and he seemed to do it effortlessly.
Yeah.
He's got a good record, 170 fights. He's won 120 of them. He's won 30 by KO, so it shows you that he does know how to end the fight. Yep. And most of them have been ended by the elbow.
Boy, yeah, very interesting to see what his trainer is actually advising him, or his assistant in the corner. I guess more of the same, mate, would probably be plenty of advice. The guy knows how to fight.
Yeah, well, that seem to forget a little bit about unless they come from Lumpini or Rajadamnam, we don't hear too much about fighters, you know. But we've already seen here in New Zealand with Utai Pornakom, you know, Partai as we call him. He was a Northern Thailand champion. He come over here, we know how good he was. Yeah. But never got the opportunity to fight too often at the big stadiums in Bangkok. This is the same thing. This to PANIRAN, if he can beat Chopper here tonight, that's a huge, you know, kudos to him, and it may help him get better fights in his homeland, you know, even though he's beaten the foreigner, you know. It's huge thing to beat Chopper. Chopper is a superstar all around the world. In fact, after next month he's booked a fight in Austria, the following month it's Japan, then it's Germany. So we're lucky to be seeing Chopper here, and it looks like they've got that blood stopped, Norm.
Yeah, good corner work, but don't take a lot of punches or elbows to open it back up again, to get rid of that Vaseline out of that cut. And maybe they had adrenaline in the corner, who knows what they've used.
Chopper goes high with the kick, but once again the evasive qualities of PANIRAN ASANAI, and ASANAI now wants to stay off the ropes. He comes back over this way, Chopper forcing his way forward. Oh, beautiful! Left hook rocks him! He follows it up with a kick down lower.
Got the range you want to be at.
Good start to the round. He goes high again.
This boy's tough. Chopper's got one of the best.
There goes the left hook. He follows it up. The blood starts to flow from Chopper, but he's on attack. He doesn't care. The Thai misses this time. Full shot.
Elbow from out of range. He threw that one.
And now Chopper Chapman, he's found his distance. He said it's time to have a bit of the taste of the Kiwi medicine. Goes down to the inside of the thigh, walks forward. Got to be careful with the big sharp elbow of the Thai.
Hey, throws one elbow back, so I can do those too, mate.
The Thai, just a bit,
body shot, elbow, mate. Combination of good technique.
Chopper coming forward. Catches the leg, go downstairs. Terry Hill looks at the blood.
Terry Hill, let this fight go on, mate. They both have
Can Chopper see out of those eyes? He walks into a big right hand. I don't know if Chopper can see. He says, yes, I can. He's starting to wipe the blood away, and I think Terry Hill will probably get it wiped for him. I think might be having a little bit of difficulty, but he says no, he goes forward.
Time to get desperate, Chopper. ASANAI says, yeah, come on, get desperate with me.
ASANAI still...
Oh, just missing with the right elbow, going over top.
Chopper had been on his toes all this round. He's had ASANAI forced up against the rope, goes forward again, forces those big long straight hands out, fighting at a different range. Flying knee.
Elbow.
But got to be very careful that he doesn't get in too close with for the elbows again. The blood's still streaming. Wants to do it with the hands, does Chopper.
I wonder if Chopper can find a place for the uppercut, because there's one there.
Big right hand that missed the mark, but there was plenty of pain and suffering on it, and if it had landed, PANIRAN ASANAI would have known all about it. He's a tough Thai, he's an evasive Thai, he's very hard to hurt, and we have a look at Chopper. Good round from him as he goes back to the corner. That's a fantastic round from the Chopper.
1,500 people at the stadium on their feet. Awesome.
Kiasut over in the corner, of course the man.
We even got former world rated Pantera Mascara there, giving his advice. I don't know whether he's going to be there very much longer.
But Philip Lamb in the ring, being helped there by Kiasut, who of course has been all around the world with Chopper. Both these men have, in the corner of Shane Chopper Chapman.
And little Piak, let's not forget him, he's been around that gym for years.
Piak was there when Chopper started, and he's still there. He's a fantastic help to the gym, and Chopper will be the first to admit it. Well, they stemmed the blood flow, but once the heat of battle started, it opened up. But Terry Hill, he keeps a close eye on things. He said it was all right to carry on. You probably can't get more covered in blood than that. The crowd's absolutely loving it. The Thai, once again, like for 10 years, Philip Lamb has organised top flight fighters to come over here and take on his boys. He doesn't bring fighters over that he knows Chopper's going to beat. He brings over fighters that have got a 50-50 chance with Chopper. And that's why Chopper's so good. I don't care what anybody says. He's had to climb the mountain every time he's got into the ring. He hasn't had any easy fights. He's never been looked after. There's no Cecil Coffees or anybody over here. There's top class fighters, and that's why we've got a superstar in the ring. Yeah. But he's still got a big job ahead of him. PANIRAN,
and now it starts. The war begins. Deadly dancing.
Very hard to hurt what you can't hit, and the Thai fighter PANIRAN ASANAI making himself a very difficult target. He goes downstairs, bit of a slip there from him, and Chopper slams the knee up and underneath the ribs. Comes forward again. Terry Hill in charge of proceedings. Chopper looks sharp, looks really on his game.
Oh, beautiful evasion to a high kick from Chopper. Oh, nice fake. Let's see what he sets up with this one.
Trying to force his opponent back into the corner, has him back on the rope, wary of the elbows, and once again the Thai comes forward with a sharp elbow. It's short of the mark that time.
Oy.
And Chopper, he wants to be on the attack. He's not guessing, he goes downstairs. Something that's come into the game of Shane Chopper Chapman over the last couple of years, more body shots being thrown. He kicks to the body that time. Then let's go with a big right hand to the head. It was also evaded by the Thai.
Oh, throws his own elbow.
The elbow was short, but now good hand combination, but the Thai fights his way off the rope and goes out and says, I want a bit of the centre of the ring.
Oh, again, the right elbow over the top.
Beautiful right elbow again, and whether that's a new cut or a
I think I get out of that chop.
It's just hard to tell. There's so much blood out there. Brilliant fight. CHOPPA. Oh, he looks sharp. Comes forward. Good hand combination. And then they're away before the Thai can retaliate with anything of any substance. Now downstairs.
Oh, desperation punch. Keep him straight.
CHOPPA had a bit of success with that left hand. I see he started to bring it into play.
He's loading up that kick and getting it away with it. Takes a counter for his effort.
CHOPPA, he's been trying to set up things with the straight left hand, but watch out for the big left hook, I feel. Works downstairs, tries to get the arm down, works to the thigh that time, been putting a lot of shots in around the midriff, downstairs again, the knee's been good but no success with it that time as ASANAI pushes him off, now goes back to the rope on the other side of the ring. Very dangerous, still some power in the hands but definitely prefers the elbow.
Here in New Zealand we've got a super fighter on their hands, mate.
Have we ever? Another elbow, but do you notice something? That I think the bit of the sting's gone out. The elbows aren't as fast, they aren't as quick, they aren't thrown with as much ferocity as they were in round number one, and maybe the pressure that CHOPPA Chapman has constantly put on through rounds 2 and 3 starting to have a little bit of an effect.
CHOPPA only gets stronger from here, and I agree with you there. I did notice a flattening of the battery there. It's having some good effect on him. Teamwork, working furiously on ASANAI. Round 4 coming up.
Yeah, well, as you always say when we get to this stage of the fight, championship territory, but for the pros it's they're so used to fighting 5 rounds that, you know, 170 fights behind him. He's knocked out 30 people, so he hasn't had to fight 5 rounds that many times, but I'm not sure if he's ever been knocked out himself, but if he has been, it must have been a pretty good guy that did it, because CHOPPA's landed some nice shots, he's landed some clean shots, and so far we haven't seen the Thai wobble.
Yeah, he could have knocked the ball out with a couple of those left hooks he delivered, particularly in the first round, wasn't it? First, second round. Just actually caned him with some textbook left hooks, but the boy, hey, that's nothing. Brings back more.
Well, already in front there.
I see in CHOPPA's corner we've got Chris Martin working on him. I bet you the adrenaline's come out, the blood will cease flowing for a little bit there. You watch. As a seasoned professional boxing trainer, boxing, not Thai boxing, he's in there with all the right kit, so well done, helping out the boys in New Zealand.
Well, of course, Chris Martin, you always in the corner of Jason Psycho Suddy, so yeah, good to see him on the New Zealand team and helping a different gym, but for the same cause. Now, CHOPPA lifted the work rate in those last 2 rounds. I can't see that he's going to slacken off at all in the 4th round, and already bit of success over on the corner, but the Thai comes out, walks into a big... Oh! Right elbow! He's down! This boy is tough! I don't think he's going to get up!
He's got up, but the fight is over.
All over! Brilliant elbow!
Unbelievable championship material! Talk about a super fight, Tony. What guts!
Well, you would not see a cleaner elbow thrown anywhere at any time. right across the face, right across the bridge of the nose, and he says, am I in Lumpini or Rajadamnam?
Man, what an awesome...
He was out immediately.
How tough is that boy? He's still on his feet.
Bit of blood. It shows you how tough he is. He got up, he wanted to carry on, but what can you say? How many fighters have come from Thailand? And I always say it every time they do. Don't come over here if you're giving away weight to this man. Nobody can give weight to this man. Nobody in the world.
No way. Be a fool. What an event. Awesome. You really got to come to one of these events. If you've never been to one, you will not go to a better evening.
Well, in his previous bout over in Australia, he was set down in the second by a bigger, taller, heavier opponent. He got up, finished it in the fourth. Tonight, he come back from what was a disastrous start. He was covered in blood. He looked like he worked at the abattoirs for rounds 2, 3 and 4. He come out, he showed what he's truly made of, and if there's ever been a doubt, which I've never had, he dispelled all doubt tonight that he can match it with the best. He can match it from the best in the middle of Thailand. He's matched it from the best in the north of Thailand. He's matched the best from Russia, and tonight he's matched it with the best from southern Thailand.
Yeah, absolutely. What more can be said? Well done, Shane Chopper Chapman.
And great sportsmanship between the two, and PANIRAN ASANAI come over. He said, I've got a 50-50 shot at winning this. Yeah. I want the Chopper because he's such a legend. He goes away. He didn't come out on top, but, you know, man, did he give it a good shot.
Unbelievable. The man himself. Apologising for taking so long.
Well, Norm, that brings down the night, closes the night off, which was a brilliant night. We've seen some great undercard fights, the young fighters out there and showing their wares. Alex Porter in there, the winner earlier on in the night. And we get up to the high class. You couldn't have got a better Thai fight than that one. And, well, just does so much for the sport and shows you how tough, not only physically, but how tough mentally you've got to be to survive and to succeed in this sport.
Chopper's living the dream, mate. He's actually forging a territory. He's been doing it for years, and it just keeps on going higher and higher. How much higher can you go, Chopper?
Chopper will just keep climbing.
We'll be there with you, mate.
Too right, all the way with Combat Video. And thank you, Norm, for coming along and giving your expert comments here tonight. I'd like to thank Robin, and most of all, I'd like to thank you people out there that keep coming back and buying Combat Video. Thank you very much, and we look forward to a long and successful 2005. Until we see you again, keep kicking.